a tournament, you're more likely to find someone that you can consistently play against. And speaking of new mechanics, right, the heat mechanic, I've seen some veterans complain about heat, saying it's too strong, and I think certain things like that are really good for beginners because, again, you can activate heat smash with literally just one button. And it's kind of like a get off me tool. It kind of starts like a guessing game. It doesn't matter how good you are, you're still going to have to respect. So, for example, they made just general backdashes a lot quicker. So before, you had the Korean backdash, and now you can sort of get away. It's a lot faster than Tekken 7, so it helps ease new people in until they get more advanced and they have to learn the Korean backdash because it's, just that much quicker, right? The other thing is they made some other characters easier. The game, and now all you have to do is hold forward to get to the stance, and certain things like that are a lot easier to lower the execution barrier to help new players get into the game. But let's talk about the other side of the coin. Some people think this game is hard to learn because, honestly, there's tons of legacy knowledge. If you go through the move list, each character has about 100 moves, if not more, right? Victor has 105 in his move list. Some characters have much more. That's a lot of moves to memorize, right? And thankfully for people that have played Tekken 7 or older games, a lot of the moves and a lot of the move combinations carry over from one game to another. So if you played the previous game, you kind of have a leg up against everyone else. And because if someone's coming in new to Tekken 8, you have a lot of catching up to do. A lot of people consider that to be hard. But it's not just that. Just like we talked about Korean backdash, I've been practicing this for quite a bit, and I still don't have the cleanest Korean backdashes, right? There's aim system, right? Like knowing what to do, when to split with minus, knowing when to sidestep.
Oh no! What has happened in this world? She's just a bairn. My precious bairn.
I think one of the best ways to learn a character is to look at someone that's really strong and copy what they're doing. Now, this is really easy in games that have very little execution. It's more about strategy, it's more about technical, it's more about game knowledge. Therefore, you can just kind of copy the combos and strategy they do. Something like harder games. For example, let's say trying to learn Asuka in Guilty Gear Strive, where the character has 26 different spells, and you have to know what spell combination is the right one, and you have to think very fast on your feet. It doesn't matter if you watch the highest level players, because it really comes down to your ability to recognize what spells you have, the execution behind that in very high situational awareness that you're only going to develop through actually flipping matches. And it's kind of the same in Tekken, right? So there's a lot of things that you might know what to do. So for example, like I might know I need to protect this grab with a 1 and 2 break, but because I don't have years of experience taking these kind of grabs, it puts me at disadvantage over legacy players. And same thing, right? If I'm trying to learn Reina and I look at the number 1 Reina and it's just doing electric into electric and electric, and I personally can't execute that, it's going to be a lot harder to learn from their Reinas. So I think the last thing is fundamentals from other games just don't carry over as well. So just because there's so much knowledge, matchups, and execution that you need to know to play at a high level of Tekken before your fundamentals can really kick in. And if you don't believe me, check out one of the top players in Tekken, BK's talking about it.
Number one thing I would ever recommend anyone picking up Tekken is don't worry about how good you are. Because it's not like going from an anime fighter to Street Fighter. It's not like going from Street Fighter to an anime fighter. It's gonna feel like something entirely different because this game feels different when you first enter
hours, but it takes a lifetime to master. So I googled the results for chess, and they're about what you would expect if you've made it this far in the video. So I think the difficulty of this game is in the eye of the beholder. If your goal is